What's up guys, Brian otherwise known as Slow Speeds back with another video. Today we're making an update on our Ram 2500 after we jumped it way too high in the air. If you guys haven't seen that video, it's the last video uploaded, and I'll go ahead and put that clip right here. So it's kind of a mixed crowd of those who've seen that video of thinking it's badass, super cool, or think it's stupid and idiotic. For those who are saying the jump I did was stupid, I agree with you guys. I did not think the truck was gonna go airborne like that, believe it or not. Not only was it probably pretty stupid, I'm pretty stupid. The axle's not trussed on the truck, and for those who are saying I need to get it trussed, trust me guys, I hear you. We will get that done before this truck sees any kind of serious off-roading again. And I don't ever plan on jumping it that high in the air again, at least not with this suspension setup on it. Maybe one day we can afford to put a Dominator on it and have another truck just for towing duties. It's a dream right now, but dreams come true sometimes. But the truck has a Carli Suspension pin top leveling kit on it. And if you guys don't know Carli Suspension, they build some badass suspension setups for these heavy duty trucks, whether it's Ram or Ford. And they also dabble in like Jeeps and like Ram 1500s. But they build suspension setups that improve the ride quality like vastly, but also allow you to go have some serious fun with these trucks off-road, jump it as high as a Raptor like I did. With that being said, that the Carli pin top leveling kit isn't really meant to do what I did, and I plan on making a whole video. I planned on actually making it before I ever even did any off-roading with this truck, but one thing led to another. It's already been 10 feet in the air, so we'll make it. It's coming up on what the Carli pin top leveling kit is and capable of, and why I went with that kit. But it's not advertised to jump at 10 feet in the air, so I owe a huge thank you to Carli Suspension. Although they didn't build this kit to do what I did, I'm thankful that they built such a quality product that was able to withhold or withstand what I did do. With not only giving a huge thank you to Carli Suspension, I gotta give a huge thank you to Thor Off-Road. They installed the kit on this truck. If they had messed up anything on the installation, that jump could have been catastrophic, and I owe nothing but thanks to them. They're a super quality super quality shop, and they do some crazy installs. They can pretty much install anything you want on your truck. It doesn't have to only be Carli Suspension, although if you're going with anything other than Carli Suspension, you might not be the smartest. Don't take that too seriously guys. Don't get butthurt if you have a different brand other than Carli Suspension. I know there's some other really quality suspension brand for these trucks. I'm just making jokes. We can do that. But for those who want to know if the truck's damaged or what the damages were, let's go over them. So first, we'll go over something pretty minor. Our front bumper in the same location on both sides rubbed some of the paint off, like the grill surround, which isn't too big of a deal. I built the truck to have fun. I built it to go off-road, so scratches, dings like that are gonna happen eventually. Although I don't think I expected it to happen like that. It did happen. Once again, it's on this other side as well. And then we have an issue on this side with the little fog light bracket. So this one right here, when Thor Off-Road installed it, it was perfectly tight. We pulled the bolt through the bracket under there. Has nothing to do with the Chassis Unlimited front bumper. This thing held up phenomenally. More so to do with the cheaper branded fog lights I bought. Maybe what I did was stupid regardless, and I would have broke any fog light. We'll go with these probably being towards the cheaper side. They weren't really designed to hold up with what I did. And then this one also developed some condensation in it after the jump. It did not have this before the jump, so maybe I like destroyed the seal or something. I don't really know. Maybe it was just bad in the first place, but that is an issue. I'm not really too worried about it. I don't need fog lights. They still all work. We will get a better brand on the truck eventually, but we're in no hurry. We have other things we'd like to spend money on. So we'll get into the more serious part now that thankfully isn't too serious. So as I said, we did the jump, or I guess I haven't said it here, but I've commented it to multiple people. After that jump, we immediately pretty much drove the truck home. 2 hours, no problem. In my head, I had so much adrenaline from that jump, guys. I had more adrenaline from that jump than I ever had drag racing my Mustang. And I think part of it was I can't believe this truck's not totaled kind of thing. But we drove the truck home 2 hours after that. No problems, driving straight. The coming days, as I guess the adrenaline wore off, we started to notice the alignment was maybe off, and everyone tell me the issues with these axles and how they're so prone to breaking pretty easily, not necessarily easily, but with some off-roading like that, they're definitely known to break. I was worried maybe we bent the axle a little bit, or the axle was peaking. I believe that's the term. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. But the truck drove pretty much straight. The steering wheel will just clock slightly left. So I work Monday to Friday, so I didn't really have time to take the truck into the shop. But our good buddy Auto Shifts, on one of his days off this week, was actually I think Tuesday, He lended me his F-150, so I had a way to get to work, and took my truck to Thor Off-Road for us. Huge thank you to Thor Off-Road once again. And I'll go ahead and say this: while the truck was there, they went ahead and painted the hubs black for me. The truck's got to look good for the stupid stuff we do. These are Method MR312 wheels, I believe. The center caps that come with are pretty ugly, so I just wanted to have them painted black. It's really bringing the look together on the truck. But as I was saying, Auto took the truck to Thor Off-Road for me. They did an alignment on the truck and looked it over. Our axle is perfectly straight, and I know all of you guys saying what I did was stupid. I agree. I also think it's pretty badass, pretty cool, and it's a video I have to look on for the rest of my life. But I agree, the axle definitely needs to be trussed. That'll happen eventually. We are so lucky we did not bend or break this axle. It's a very, very expensive repair for those who don't know. But Thor Off-Road went ahead, did an alignment for me. The truck drives perfectly fine now. The only thing we might need in the future is a high mount steering stabilizer, although I don't necessarily think it's needed. Carly just released it, so it'd be kind of cool to have as much Carly stuff on the truck as we can get, and it'll complement the lower steering stabilizer we currently have on the truck and just make the steering that much more perfect. But that's right, guys, jumping this Ram 2500, which is a diesel for those who don't know, so we got a lot of weight up front. Pretty much the only thing we messed up was the alignment, besides obviously like the front lights, which isn't too serious. We might have broke those eventually. They're not the most expensive brand, as I was saying. But pretty much the only thing serious that ended up not being too serious is suspension related and, well, steering related, I guess. Could have been the axle. Thank God it wasn't. We just need an alignment, and now the truck drives perfectly fine. It was getting dailied regardless with how the steering was, but now it's getting continued to be daily, but now it's at least perfect. It feels as it did. It feels just as oh my god, bloopers right here, guys. It feels the same as before we jumped the truck. So if you got in this truck and drove it before I jumped it, and now after Thor Off-Road fixed the alignment, you wouldn't notice I jumped. You'd have no clue I jumped the truck anyways. Guys, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm delusional at this point. But also, for those asking, did my back or neck hurt after that jump? My neck hurt most that day, and the following next 2 days I felt some pain in my back, but I think I'm recovered now. We're good to go for round 2. Just kidding, we're not doing round 2. But yeah, I'm extremely happy with this truck. I couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. I couldn't be happier with what it's capable of, although we won't take it to that level of capability again. We do plan on doing quite a bit of off-roading with this truck. I plan on taking it to Moab, various other adventures. I think before we go to Moab, we'll definitely have the axle trussed, but there's a couple off-road parks near me where I could probably go have some fun, not risk hurting the axle, as long as I don't take it jumping like I did or hit any like potholes at 80 miles per hour. So go ahead and hit that subscription button, leave a like and a comment if you want to see more videos on this truck in the future. We also have a 9-second Mustang in the quarter mile. That's my baby. We have a lot of plans for that thing moving forward. Hopefully one day we're running 8s and then on to the 7s, but obviously that takes quite a bit of money. We're working the way up there with the wallet book. But I wanted to give you guys an update on the truck for those who wanted to know. I didn't want to include it in the last video because I didn't want to make it too long. I wanted to kind of get straight to the point. Hopefully this one's not too long. But I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Thank you to all you guys. I think that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I don't necessarily regret what I did. Would I do it again? Probably not. I don't recommend you guys doing that either unless your truck's properly equipped for it, which there are quite a few of you guys that have way more badass builds than this, and I love seeing those things have fun. I love just seeing pictures of them, honestly. That's probably where I messed up, because I was waiting to get all my stuff on my truck for a while, and I kept watching videos on Carly suspension. Probably got a little too eager to have some fun with it, and next thing you know, we're 10 feet in the air.